My name is Janece Boomhower. Courtney and Jordan invited me to Unity in the summer of 2023, and I've been attending ever since. During a work one day, I met a wonderful older woman. Her name is Carol. Our conversations about relationships just unexpectedly seemed to turn into faith, talking about God and Jesus, and I definitely think that God intervened during that conversation. She shared her testimony with me, and I was deeply moved by the Holy Spirit. It's just hard to describe, but I knew in that moment it was time for me to fully surrender my life to Christ. So right there in my room, I prayed with Miss Carol and I gave my heart to Jesus. That moment changed everything for me. I've never felt more joyful or at peace, and I noticed so many positive changes within myself since that day. Giving my life to Jesus is the best decision that I've ever made. There's so many ways that my life has changed since I started following Christ, and I knew I wanted to change to truly live for God, but I hesitated. I didn't feel like I was ready to let go of certain things in my life, and I struggled with the feeling of being good enough to make such a huge commitment. But I now understand that walking with Christ is a journey of growth and grace and not perfection. There's so many ways that my life has changed since I started following Christ. The way that I speak to people, the way I carry myself, my attitude, just everything has changed since I committed my life to Jesus. I finally found that Jesus was the only way that I was going to be able to fill the emptiness and the void that I had been carrying around for so long. God has become my joy, peace, and my strength. I used to be filled with anxiety and I was always scared of the future, but now that I'm saved, I know that God is always going to provide for me. And it's really nice to know that I belong to God now. I know that it's not a requirement for my salvation, but getting baptized is important to me because it publicly symbolizes the death of my sin and resurrection to my new life through Jesus Christ.